Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a review of Okitsura. I fell in love with an Okinawa girl, episode 7. Now, I'm covering this episode real quick before Saturday comes because it's going to be after work, so I won't be able to get a chance to talk about the show. But please watch my video. Now, last week was a very moment of a typhoon. You know, it's a typhoon, and Kana, with a cliffhanger like that, Kana just eagerly rushed in to check on Nakamura since Nakamura's phone died in the water. It last week was one of those things where you're just like, be ready when a typhoon is coming. Now, after this week's episode, you think I would have expected a moment where Kana could jump the bullet on this one, and just literally make a move on Nakamura. Sadly, we didn't. You see my face? We freaking didn't. And it's one of those things in rom-coms when you're like, oh my God, jump the freaking bullet, please. But then, and there are moments where it's like, at that moment, that peak, it was gonna be that, and then cock blocked. Have you ever seen rom-coms or any movies where the couple are about to kiss like this, and then all of a sudden, right in the middle, cock block? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That's what it is. So without further ado, let's get right to it with this episode. I gotta get this out the way. Okay, so episode 7. What are we talking about? Let's get this done. So this episode kicks things right off with Kana checking on Nakamura because Nakamura didn't answer, so he went to check on him. Now, I would have thought, I said last week, that Kana is going to be in his house and these two are going to be living together. That's what I thought. I thought that was going to be the freaking moment. But then, here come Hina. You know, I don't hate Hina, but damn, girl. Damn, I don't hate Hina, but damn. Damn! I feel like I want to throw this remote and go like, damn. That's what I felt like. Like, yo. You don't understand how tight I was when Hina jumped in. Like, it's like, I'm not mad at Hina, but I'm disappointing in her. Like, it was going to be those two in the same apartment living together. I don't care if Nakamura had no water. They got to get it on. I mean, look at the adult rom-com. They smashed. Look at that other adult rom-com. Can You Keep a Secret? Oh, I Have a Crush at Work. They smashed in the first freaking episode. In his house. Why can't they do that? But it's a high school rom-com. So in high school rom-coms, there will be no smashing. Unless it's adult rom-com, then anything possible. But like I said, it could have been a movie where they could have kissed. That didn't work. So, being all nice, Hina and Kana took Nakamura to drive to Kana's house. But before they went to that 24-hour supermarket, the Union supermarket. And so, you would have think, like, here's the thing. It's a typhoon, and they chill. Like, they chilling outside of a typhoon. Can you imagine walking outside in a typhoon? Can you imagine that? I don't even know how they survive like that. No offense. I don't know how they survive. It's like a big old typhoon and they talking outside the apartment. And I'm like, you guys don't realize you're talking in a heavy ass typhoon and you just talking mingly like nothing. Like, this is a typhoon. We've been doing this. It's like snow. It's like when hail is all hail and you're talking outside like, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it's okay. We're just here to doing this and that. I'm like, yo, how do you even do that? So they drive into the supermarket. And then, their last resource of, like, it's like their supermarket is like the power generator of all things Okinawa. It's the beacon of hope. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the beacon of hope where we can get all our supplies for 24 hours and it'll stay open. But due to this typhoon, its power outage went down, and it's like, damn, That was their last hope. So they spent most of their time in Higa's house, and making playing some cards, playing candles during the whole thing. It's one of those things where you're just like, hey, if there's no power, we could play cards. If there's no flashlight, we use candles. At least they use other resources during this whole typhoon. But during this whole typhoon thing, my girl Kana is doing things like making food, and then it's that effing moment where she accidentally yelled at her sister, because the candle blew out, dropped in a cream puff. But when they turn on the candle, when they got the light back on, not the light, the candles, Kana was literally close to Nakamura. And at that point, I'm like, do it. Just freaking kiss. I don't care if the light went on back. It could have kissed. It could have been one of those moments where when the candle light back on, and you see Kana maybe accidentally kissed Nakamura. Or maybe Kana kissed Nakamura on the cheek. At least do that. But her blushing has gotten away. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so freaking tight. God, I rooted for her. But damn, another moment was I feel like this anime gave us the romance of Kana. Like, Kana is just like, I can't hate Kana. Kana is like, I can't really compare her in my head right now, but it's one of those moments in anime girls where they get close to the guys and all shy, like trying not to kiss, blushing, and you see all that reddish face, Now, I do like the skip between the venomous snake and the mongoose. It was a sad story in Okinawa, and I'll be honest with you guys, I did not see any sadness in that. They took something. It's like, don't get me wrong. It's like, it's sad in Okinawa's story when they talk about it, but in this kind of a meme thing, this meme moment, they took something sad and make it into like hilarious, like ha, like. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I mean, I do laugh at deaths in anime sometimes, depending on the character. Like, there's people I don't even care about deaths in anime. Some people I do care, some people I don't care in deaths. Just like Asuma from Naruto, Asuma Sensei, I didn't care about his death, but that's a different topic in another way. I'm talking about when it comes to this, same basic principle. You see, you got them dressing up in like a venomous snake. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kana dressed up like a bird, and Hina dressed like a venomous snake, and one of her friends dressed up like a mongoose. Those kind of things. It's like those little jumpsuit hoodies that you see in conventions where they have like a one-up hoodie. And they walk around in conventions. It's like that. So when I looked at that, it was a funny skit to look at. I mean, they had like the Smash Brother reference there. I don't know if you've seen it, but it had it. But again, that was pretty retrospect to see. It was nice. Now, I did have a little bit of a now here's the thing. Not describing what it is. It's like a little bit of a drink that Okinawa had for their grandparents, get there to spice up, to level up their metabolism, if you know what I mean. So much so that it made Kana and Nakamura blush. I'm like, yo, getting really spicy there a bit. I gotta try that thing that they're talking about to spice up their life. Now, I love their pineapples. That's the one thing I like about this also in this episode. They have these good, righteous pineapples. Their pineapples is really good. Like, damn. It makes me want to get a pineapple juice or get like a fresh pineapple from the supermarket. But it makes me want to go to Okinawa. Like, forget the pineapples that I have in my area. I want to get some pineapples to Okinawa. I want to get pineapples from Okinawa and drink and eat those. Because the way how they were smashing, like, fuck that. They took they ripped it up and ate it. Like, damn. And then the bananas. Okinawa got like a lot of bananas. They have like, every Okinawa house has ripe bananas. And they got every banana look like bushes. So when you go to Okinawa, you see like shrubs, there's bananas. And I know what you did there, because that was a meme, when Nakamura's reaction, like, oh, that kind of, they spray all that banana on. I'm like, yo. And then it goes to red. I'm surprised that people in Okinawa did not see him like he's walking covered in blood. I'm surprised that, he covered in blood because it died out to red. I'm like, dang, no one doesn't even notice that he's walking with blood. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like people saying, like, it's like, how to put this respectfully. It's like, if you walk with blood on you, Of course they're gonna call the cops because they're gonna think you will kill somebody, or or you're probably just dressing up for Halloween. But in Okinawa, you're just walking with blood, and they're like, "Oh, okay, it's nothing. It's nothing." Really? I don't know if their crime rate is low like that, but damn, like that. And then after the ending credits, it left me with a little bit of a shock and twist. I didn't even see this. I'm like, wait a minute, Hina is talking in Japanese. I did not suspect that. I thought of like, wait a minute, is this some kind of another cliffhanger? Is this a cliffhanger thing? And then it was a whole body. Again, we just had a body swapping episode. If you think about it, yes, last night, tying it out with the Amigami sister. And Uryu and Yuna had a body swapping episode. They have a body swapping arc. This right here had a body swapping episode. Now, I understand this show came out. I understand this episode came out before this one. But again, having this as a body swapping episode, I'm like, yo, for that last segment was hilarious. You got Hina speaking Japanese, you got Kana speaking Okinawa. I'm like, yo. And if you think about it, just by looking at that, if that would have happened, if Kana was to speak Japanese, if Kana was to speak Okinawa, and Hina would to speak Japanese, if Kana would to speak Okinawa, and Hina would to speak Japanese, that would have changed the course of history. That would have changed everything about us liking Hina. That would have liked us. That would have made the whole rom-com thing just completely different. Where he's liking Hina at this moment. And I'm like, yo, that would have been dope. But again, that was all a dream. But it showed us more about the dialogue. Like majority of people don't understand Japanese, and then Okinawa. It said about 30%. Most of 30% people don't know 30% of people from Okinawa know Japanese. So it's kind of like a ratio, right? But I get it. But overall, this was a good episode. It got us more about the Okinawa culture and the little meme between the venomous snake and the mongoose, all that stuff. But again, I do like Kana's blushiness. It's getting better and better with ease, and I hope there's more to come with this. So let's see where this goes. So stay tuned for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.